Hello, this is Victor. I'm here with a new wiki painting, and this time I'm going to talk about glaze and how to use glazes. So I'm going to share you two examples where you can start using glazes. So this is how I do a lot of times the leather. You can see we have applied a dark brown, and then I did a very aggressive highlights. What you can do here, you can glaze a brown, okay? And what means to glaze? Glaze means we are going to apply a layer that will filter the color. So we are going to apply a contrast paint, but we are going to thin it down. So we are going to thin it down so it's more transparent than usual. And then I'm going to take a lot and we are going to do like that, right? So we are filtering. And then we will make the color to integrate a little bit. You can go heavier or lighter. Okay, you can see if I go heavier, I make the scratches to look more integrated. Okay, now we can weight this device and I will show you how this goes, right? So you can do several times this, and then you can, once you have thin down. So normally you want to do it in 2 layers. Okay, I'm going to show you another example. So you can also do this in other colors. In that case I'm going to use a green, and I'm going to glaze with one of these. You can use the Dark Angels green, or I can even use Camel green. I will use or I can use even the Warstone. But here I'm going to use one of the glazes from Wayne's Workshop. So we used to have this Wayne Witcher. Okay, what you want to do here is you apply this. Again, it's going to be a filter. You want very little impact and just make them to look a little bit more integrated to the previous green, right? So again, we apply that and you want to weight that this device. This is mainly the glaze technique, and here I went very heavy. I just wanted to show you how it goes. So I'm going to weight this device and I will show you what happens when you do the second layer, but you can see the color is not as stark as it used to be at the beginning. So we are going to keep working on that and I show you how the glaze is working. So this is how it looks like now that have dried. Now I'm going to show you what happens if we do a second layer on top of that. Okay, so we are going to take again snake bite leather. You can go faster taking a darker color, but I think makes more sense. Build it up. We don't want that much. Okay, and you can see now that it's looking. Of course, this was very thick scratches, but now they look much more integrated. And then you can do as well, go in the direction of the texture and make them darker. Okay, so you can see how to use glaze here. Okay, so glaze is just a way to filter when you have I can use in different ways. So you have a highlight in a different color. So you know this highlight was done in white. Now it's almost brown, dark brown. And here, okay, we can now come with a darker green. So I can use for example the Dark Angels contrast. Okay, it's much a darker green than what I used before, and we do the same here, right? We need to take some water, thin it down, and we go over, and you can see that the scratches we have done look also more integrated. The other thing we can do here, we had done this was done in purpose just to show you. So I can again take some water and we are going to go over. Okay, and we can make, we still have this difference in color, but now they look more, they look how to say it, more uniform, right? And you can eliminate this, you can eliminate a little bit from here, so we can make the color transition. To make color transition, I like more the wet blending than doing layering, but you can see you can use than doing glazing, but you can see you can also use glazing to filter the colors and to make them different, make them more integrated. Of course, glazing can also be used to filter. So for example, we had this in this brown, so now if we put green, well, this will be too much, sorry, but you will filter them into a greenish color. Okay, of course, each time you glaze, although you want to put very little paint, you will start losing the contrast, right? So that you can see now we have like very discrete scratches there. Okay, and here if you do another glazing, then you will end up killing all what we have, the texture we have created. So this was just an example what means glazing. So glazing means just we take a color, we thin it down. Quite importantly, I like to start from contrast. It's a personal choice, but you can start from any color. You have to thin it down and then use the thin down to make like a filter, right? And this will help to make the highlights closer to the base color. If the highlight is very stark, will help you to reduce. You can see here the edge highlight almost looks, it's very integrated, it's not that stark as it was when I did it the first time, and this transition now looks more integrated, it's not as stark as when we started. Of course, though, you can play a little bit more with glazing if you want, but I think this is the main purpose of when you are doing glazing, just to try to integrate the colors and to make them look closer to each other. You can do this later on. Here I already had too many layers, but you can use the glazing to modify, to filter the color. For example, we have a green touch to this thing here at the end, but yeah, and remember I start with a bone color, okay? So these scratches were done the beginning in this color, right? So you can see that there, what is the big difference there on these scratches. So I hope you find this interesting. Where to use glazes? So you can use glazes again when you want to do weathering. It's quite interesting because you can make the weathering more integrated to the miniature. When you do highlights also, it can be interesting to do sometimes glazing to make the difference between the base color and the highlight less, to match more the colors. So that's all what I want to explain here. I hope you find this interesting. Please let me know what do you think. Give a like if you have liked this video about glazing, but this is just to show the principle what means glazing, and I hope I can keep doing more videos explaining the different techniques. So as usual, thanks a lot for watching and see you again later. Bye.